the Giants 7-1. Right now, the Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, and the Rockies are in fourth place in the NL West. The Mets left fielder, number 30, smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Mets were winners over the Marlins 5-3. In other Marlins news, starting pitcher Adam Conley is currently listed as day-to-day. He's dealing with a pulled muscle in his leg. At the moment, the Marlins sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, while the Mets are in second place in the NL East. The Cincinnati Reds grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 10-9. Heading into today, the Reds are atop the NL Central, while the Brewers sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. The Blue Jays pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. Also from Toronto, catcher Russell Martin is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He is said to be dealing with shoulder soreness. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Orioles are in second place in the AL East. The Rays starting pitcher, number 34, collected his first ever W at the big league level, helping lead the Rays to a win over the Yankees 3-2. As of today, the Yankees are in fourth place in the AL East, while the Rays sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. At the moment, the Indians are atop the AL Central, and the White Sox are in fourth place in the AL Central. The Detroit Tigers sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-4. Right now, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and the Twins are in third place in the AL Central. The A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-3. Looking at the standings, the Royals are in first place in the AL Central, and the Athletics are in last place in the AL West. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 2-1. As of today, the Angels are atop the American League West, and the Rangers are in third place in the AL West. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Friday night baseball from Dodger Stadium in L.A. Tonight we begin the homestand with the first of 4 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the series opener. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, last year he had an ERA under 2. He was that good all season long, being able to put hitters away, getting ahead in counts, all the cliches that you think about, but they add up to be a really solid season. Hopefully he performs like that this year as well.
Now batting, A.J. Pollock. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
A.J. Pollock.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Well, everybody's hyped. The crowd is hyped. The players were hyped. And the beauty of the night game when the ace is throwing gives people all day. This town has been buzzing talking about him being on the mound tonight. I'm excited to watch him throw.
Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Batting second here tonight, left fielder David Peralta.
Into the box now, David Peralta. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back with the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make it work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Matt, you know, Dixon's interesting. I've seen a lot of pitchers complain because he's the hitter's umpire. He's really tight on the corners. You got to basically put the ball in the middle of the plate to get that call. Pitchers can't stand it. Hitters love him.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Forsythe scoops it up for the first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's a guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
It is Curtis Granderson. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, Curtis Granderson.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, and I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Pollock, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Batting second, right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he just misses with a curveball. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's Corey Seager. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He came out the gate smoking today. First inning, you're going to learn a lot about him. Right there, he gets that fastball, a little hop on the end, get a little swing and miss. Yeah, he's feeling good today.
Skied into straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. Still no score. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Into the windup and the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And that misses 2-2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Justin Turner. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Martinez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, first baseman, number 35.
At the plate, number 35. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting sixth, catcher, Austin Barnes.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Barnes. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup and the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-1.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw comes in with 6 hits in 25 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
The next 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. This one's down. It's the first hit for Arizona, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Throw that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Into the box now, Zach Greinke swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, there's a nice soft line drive from the pitcher. Kind of what you expect, right? Not really a good hitter, but he puts the ball in play. Nice job.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Here's the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Looped out towards short, but this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready for another chance? David Peralta. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there for strike one, 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them home. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he'll make it as well. And they will hit the board first here. It's now 2-0.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a third strike.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. D-backs out in front, 2-0. At the plate is Andre Ethier, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And this pitch just about saws him off, as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, that's an ugly swing right there. And they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make an adjustment, or this game could get ugly quick.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. Line to the right side. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. (0-1). Here it comes. Fly ball into straightaway left. Peralta's under it. He's got it one away. And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting ninth, pitcher Clayton. Kershaw.
Stepping in, Clayton Kershaw. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. From the stretch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. To second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off.
Goldschmidt.
Into the windup and the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Ball 2.
Trying to count 2-2.
And this is popped up. Back behind second. Forsythe backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Sliding in once again, Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Another 0-2 coming. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in, Chris Owings. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike one, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He got 2 pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing if you take 1 pitch, but to take them twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, there's a little 2-out base hit. Maybe start a little 2-out rally. Now, he's giving up some runs. He's a little vulnerable. We've seen him give up runs already in this game. So maybe this is a start of something big.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long, get called a ball on it.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Number 35 is there, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in to try it again. Chris Granderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. There's a changeup over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
So coming to the plate, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey.
Called strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Greinke over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
1-2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Justin Turner, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Greinke comes set. Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Greinke ready now. The 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out with the man at first. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for L.A. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Chris Iannetta. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Catcher, number 8, Chris Iannetta.
Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup right down the middle.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
The 0-1 on its way. Fouled back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher, Zach Greinke.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Greinke. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He is having a terrific game, pitching well enough to get back to the plate again, and this time he delivers with a base hit.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Seager camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Digging in and looking for more, David Peralta. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
And a lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 2-0.
Hitters up right here, man. Those are 2 close pitches right there, and you got the call as a hitter. You got to feel pretty good that he's seeing what you're seeing.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. So stepping in, number 35. leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something, but this offense has to get going.
And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
At the plate is Andre Ethier as 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the pitch. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. And now a swing and a miss as Ethier becomes a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's J.D. Martinez. We'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Martinez.
Now the pitch. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, no surprise, another single to lead off the inning here late in the game, but they haven't had a lot of runs. They've got a lot of hits today, but they haven't been able to put things together. I guess I give a little credit to the pitching staff, not allowing consecutive hits to hurt them.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Martinez rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score, and he will pull into third with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Forsythe. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here's Chris Owings now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a liner. Foul. And another foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Swing and a liner. Foul. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Two out, nobody on. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Granderson. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Digging in to try it again, Logan Forsythe. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That will look like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Martinez. He can't get there as it falls in.
The pitcher, number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
Chase Utley will grab a bat and hit
Now
for the pitcher here.
Kershaw, number 26, Chase Utley.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Career line against Greinke. Comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He also has 1 home run. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Outside.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In is Curtis Granderson.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A pause and the 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Fouled back. From the stretch. 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Push to the right side. Beautiful diving stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Pedro Baez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Number 8, Chris Iannetta.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fouled straight back. Now the 0-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, pitcher Zach Greinke.
Digging in once again, Zach Greinke. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Forsythe backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Well, he rolled over that one. Not the most impressive single, but it's a line drive in the books.
Into the box, David Peralta, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they're in front 4-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Look out. Don't want to hit him there.
3-2.
It's full 3-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Tapper up the line, but it gets foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike.
Now batting.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Stepping in now, number 35. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball 1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Through 6 1/3. Greinke still working on a shutout. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Martinez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in and looking for more, Paul Goldschmidt. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a changeup right down the middle. One out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. This will get foul for strike 2. comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes a called strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Hard on the ground toward short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. D-backs lead it 4-0. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Standing in, Logan Forsythe. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. In the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Owings is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The pitcher, number 52, Pedro Baez.
Adrian Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
On that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Greinke comes set. Here's the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Iannetta gathers, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Scott Kazmir enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready once again, Chris Owings. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
The catcher, number 8, Chris.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The pitcher, number 21, Zach Greinke.
Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Gregor Blanco.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Now, that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Forsythe has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Dodgers nothing.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher set to take over now, and it's the left-hander Jorge De La Rosa. It is Curtis Granderson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And he's set down, 1 away.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the air to right center. Martinez has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. De La Rosa gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Zach Greinke earns the win, his second. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 5 runs.